What's going on, everybody? Welcome back yet to another video. So today in this video, as I promised on a Monday, I'll be uploading my trade breakdowns on which markets are my favorite that I'll be taking on for this week on Monday till Friday, where I'll break how the trade played out. So without said, let's get started. My trade breakdown begins on a weekend, on a Sunday, where I look through all these markets here. And out of all these markets that I've looked through, I've managed to select a few of them that will be my favorite for this week as we go on. Guys, for the top three pairs that I'm interested in are these three pairs: GBP USD, Euro USD, and Euro CHF. So let's check them out and see. I'm interested in these pairs this week. So without say, let's start with GBP USD. Open this pair. I think we are in, right? So GBP USD. I start with the weekly. Normally, as you guys know, for me to take a trade, I need 3 time frames in sync or 2 in sync for me to be interested in a trade. Now with GBP USD, last week we traded it. We made some 1 to 7 risk to reward, some good money. So this week also, it's among the number 1 pairs that I'm interested in. So with the weekly time frame, we are currently bullish. So we are bullish, as you can see with the weekly. We are having higher highs and higher lows. So we are currently bullish at the moment. So we need a retracement for us to continue to the upside. So now what I'm going to be trading is that retracement. So the weekly we are bullish. We go to the daily time frame. And with the daily time frame, we are currently bearish right now. Last week we closed as bearish. So as you can see, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, shift of structure, we are bearish. This is where we closed last week. So what I was waiting for this week is a quick retracement to this area of interest, and then the push to the bottom, maybe up to this level here. That's where I look forward to capitalizing on this trade. So as you're seeing this trade, it looks like it is playing out perfectly. But then I go to the 4 hour. The 4 hour, we closed bearish last week. So we have now like 2 time frames in sync for me to be interested in GBP USD. We have the daily bearish, the 4 hour bearish, but the weekly bullish. So in this trade, I was interested in sales. This is where I go and find my area of interest using the daily time frame. So once I found that area of interest, I was now waiting for my pullback to that area of interest. So the pullback also happened to perfection, which is here. Now we have this massive bearish engulfing candlestick, which is my entry signal, but this is way too much. So I need a proper retracement. I'll wait for give me a second. I'll wait for a quick pullback to this zone. I'll wait for a quick pullback again to this area of interest, or a wick. When it's creating this top wick here, then I'll enter this trade. I don't care whether it's London or not London session, so I'll be entering this trade anytime soon. The moment it pulls up to that zone, I'll enter this trade. So that's the only thing I'm waiting for. If I go down to the 1 hour, That's where we'll have this pullback here, since we have shifted our structure in the 1 hour. So we are bearish. So I'll wait for this retracement of this EMA area of interest, then my entry, then we go. That's it for GBP USD. Then the second pair which I was interested in is Euro USD. Same open chart, same thing. I start with the weekly. The weekly, we are hella bullish. We are so bullish here that we need a retracement. So that retracement is what we are going to be trading. So as you guys can see here, the weekly, we are clearly so bullish that a retracement is needed. Here we had a massive push to the upside, higher high, higher low, higher low, high. So we are bullish. And then we go down to the daily time frame. Wait, my internet is kind of slow, man. This pisses me off. So on the daily time frame, we are bearish. And how do I know we are bearish? We were here having give me a second. My computer's internet is way frozy, freezy. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, break or shift of structure. Now we're bearish. Have some market structure creating a little pullback here, another shift of structure, another pullback, this zone. So this trade also, as you're seeing, we are having the push already. This daily might close as a rejection, which is good, but now it circles. The trade is like playing out, but I'm gonna miss out on this trade. The daily might close as a rejection. Now I go to my 4 hour. The daily were bearish, so I go down to my 4 hour time frame. So with the 4 hour time frame is the same thing, looking like GBP USD. We were bearish. As you can see, we were bearish. So we have our retracement here. We had a rejection from that area. Then the retracement is here. Now we have this massive bearish engulfing candlestick, which ideally is my entry, but that's way too much. So I need to wait for a quick retracement back to the area again of interest, retracing this EMA alongside with this round psychological level. Then I'll be interested in entering this trade. So it might happen tomorrow, not today. So then I'll be looking to enter. That's it with Euro USD. Let me check out the 1 hour what it's doing. We have shifted structure on the 4 hour again. On the 1 hour, let me see. The 1 hour, as you can see, also we are bearish and we are having a beautiful kind of left. Left, and the head, and the right shoulder, which has shifted the structure already. So we'll wait for a quick retracement, retracing that EMA alongside with the interest, then boom, we go. If that doesn't happen, then I would have avoided the loss here. It's good to wait for that retracement and the confirmation, as I explained on the other trade that I lost, NZD JPY. If you haven't watched that video, then you should check it out. It explains why you need to wait for your confirmation before you enter this trade. right now in these Trump markets, man. Trades are flying like crazy, really volatile these days. So you need to really be careful when entering a trade, and please use risk management. Risk what you're willing to lose. Now let's go to the last pair which I'm interested in for sales, that is Euro CHF, and these are the pairs that really looked close to giving me my entry, and that's why I've selected them as my top 3. As you know, I begin with the weekly time frame, as I need 2 or 3 time frames in sync in order to enter a trade. So with that said, with this, our weekly, we are bearish. As you can see up here, we were at the highest point, and we at the highest point, we shift the structure, closing under this lower high. Now we have a lower low and the lower high above there, so we have a quick retracement to create a lower high, and then another push which might break this structure here to create a lower low, then so forth like that, continuing to the downside. That's with the weekly. We are bearish. Go to the daily time frame. Get back. So I go to the daily time frame here. So with the daily time frame, we are bullish. So with the daily time frame, we are bullish. As you can see, we were bearish at one point, hit this side. Lower low, lower high, lower low, and then this retracement here. We closed above this lower high, making this time frame, making the daily now bullish. So the daily time frame, we are currently bullish as I'm speaking. And then I go down to the 4-hour time frame. So with the 4-hour time frame, we are currently bearish. And how do I know that? By that time, you can see we have a massive push to the upside, creating a higher high, higher low, higher high, then shift of structure, making us bearish on the lowest, on the 4-hour, creating a lower high, lower high, shift of structure, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we closed last week around here. So this, when I looked at this market, I saw a shift of structure. We have a left, a head, a right shoulder which has shifted, then the retest, push, the downside. Then I saw we were pulling back to that zone again to retest the EMA, the area of interest, then reject, then go to the bottom. So this trade happened so fast that I didn't manage to get in. I missed it because of sleep. Was taking a nap. This is the candlestick that I should have entered through. This one here, this bullish inverted hammer or hanging man, whatever you want. No, this is the shooting star, bullish, whatever you want to call it. But the pullback happened to perfection, retesting the EMA, the area of interest, then rejected to the bottom. And then if I was awake during this retest, I would have entered this trade, but I wasn't, so I missed it. When I saw the trade had already played out to the area of interest, but I believe if we have another retracement back to this area of interest to retest it and reject from the EMA round psychological area and then my entry, then I'll still enter it again. But for now, I've lost interest in it. I'll just keep an eye, just checking. So currently now I have only 2 trades that I'll be interested in. That is Euro USD with GBP USD. So with that said, those are the only pairs that I'm focusing on this week. So if you guys haven't subscribed to this video, please make sure you do so that you don't miss these kind of breakdowns every Monday, so that you can get a chance also to make money with me. And also you can follow the free Telegram. It's linked in the YouTube description. You can go check it out and join the free Telegram for free signals. And also like, share the video to those who are also on the same journey as you, who are maybe lonely and want to learn this craft and make money this year. So with that said, I'm going to stop here. See you guys on the next video on Friday, where I'll be updating you guys or breaking the market down on how the trades are played out on the ones that I was looking forward to enter. So with that said, peace out.